play Altamont in the loser bracket. Now Piute has one loss coming into this game against Beaver. That happened last week in Duchesne, and then they turned around and have won since then. Altamont has one loss, and that's to Gunnison earlier today. Altamont is guest team, and Piute is home. And Lizzie Smith, first up bat, takes first pitch, hits it to the second baseman, and easy out there for Piute as Lizzie Smith is thrown out at one. I'm Pepper Gale. I'm joined here by Taylor, last name? Taylor Thompson from Centricom, and he's doing the computer and the score is our production manager, and Russ, the dude on the intercom, keeping me on track. Cassie Rasmussen's up next. That pitch is low and in the dirt. Ball one for Cassidy. As the winner of this game will advance to play tomorrow. And the loser will be out. Rasmussen's hit to short she's going to get on as the shortstop was unable to knock that ball down. So Rasmussen is on base on one. Playing on the field, the batters and catcher are going against the sun. The rest of them not too bad. So got a little chilly here in Spanish Fork a couple hours ago, but now the sun is back out. And Gracie Gardner up to bat for Altamont. And she jacks one down the third baseline, but it goes foul. Nice hard hit by Gardner. Strike one. Gardner, the shortstop for Altamont. Altamont playing a very good game previous to this one, eliminating Panguitch. Now facing off against another 1A school playing 2A softball. That's Piute. Gardner's hit. Nice hit to left. It's going to drop in a hole, and it will be a base hit for Gardner. And Rasmussen will advance to second. So one out here in the top of the first. This game just getting underway here from Spanish Fork. Technically day two, but day one of the long weekend of state softball 2A. Now Piute is a 1A school, but because the 1A classification doesn't have softball, they are playing up in the 2A ranks. And Rose Potts, the pitcher for Altamont, up to bat. Outside corner, strike one. Oh, she's playing second base this game. I apologize. Russ is keeping me on track here. Yep, second base. She pitched the last game. I had that one on Local 10 Centricom. Ball one, strike one. Tasia Bowler pitching for Piute. And Potts hits it to shortstop. Short is unable to knock that one down. So a base hit for Potts. And now with bases loaded and one out is the number 5 hitter, Taylor Norman, first baseman for Altamont. One out, no runs yet in this game. However, that could change as Norman, batting fifth, strides to the plate. Bowler delivers, and the ball is popped up. Wow! What a fantastic catch by Allison Talbot, the catcher, as she dives and makes a fantastic catch behind the plate. And Taylor Norman will go down with the second out with that. But wow, what a fantastic play there by the catcher, Allison Talbot from Piute. Shelby O'Driscoll, right fielder, up to bat, 2 outs, bases loaded for Altamont. And ball is going to go behind the catcher, but quickly Tasia Bowler comes to cover, so no runs scored. O'Driscoll trying to get a hit so Altamont can get on the board before the end of this inning. And she's going to drive it right up the middle. Rasmussen will score, as well as Gracie Gardner. So Shelby O'Driscoll with a base hit scores 2. Rose Potts advances to second base, and Altamont is on the scoreboard with 2 runs on an RBI by Shelby O'Driscoll. Maddie Zeman, the catcher for Altamont, up now.
Now batting the catcher, number 14, Madison Zeman.
2 outs. Runners on 1 and 2. The ball's going to be hit into left field, going to drop in a hole. They're going to get the tag out. She's not, as the catcher dropped the ball. And Potts will advance to score for Altamont. O'Driscoll will get a single. Zeman will get a single, and O'Driscoll advances to third. So that was a hit, just a little pop-up that fell right in the hole. And now with runners at first and third, Altamont is up 3-0 with 2 outs. Lexi Hernandez, wow, she gets on as the ball just isn't handled well by the pitcher from Piute. And Hernandez gets a base hit, gets on a base hit on an error. And Macy Page, center fielder for Altamont, up next. Again, runners on 1 and 2. High and inside, ball 1 for Page. And Tasia Bowler throwing some very good pitches, throwing strikes. And ball's in the dirt for ball 2 for Macy Page. She got thrown out, helping Russ out here with the scoring. Yes, Norman got thrown out. O'Driscoll's at third. No, she's not. O'Driscoll must have scored. Now we're all messed up now. O'Driscoll must have scored. As Macy Page takes a walk. And now bases are loaded with Zeman on third, Hernandez at 2, and Page on 1. Back up to the top of the order with Lizzie Smith. Smith grounded out. Her first at bat. To first. So a 2-out rally here for the Altamont Lady Longhorns as they've been able to knock in 4 runs. Ball 1 for Lizzie Smith. Smith knocks the ball out into left field. And it's going to be caught by the left fielder. That's Ashley Talbot to end this inning. And after at the top of 1, Altamont's able to score 4 runs. Coming up for Piute at the top of the order, Ashley Talbot, Mackenzie Sedwicks, and Haley Reniger will be back.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab High Schools.
I'm Dr. Chris Karish, orthopedic surgeon with a subspecialty in sports medicine. Central Valley Medical Center has state-of-the-art operating rooms and the latest orthopedic equipment to provide me with the tools to perform safe and minimally invasive procedures. I've had the opportunity to treat athletes from my own sons to the NFL. I provide a wide variety of treatments to get you back on your feet and enjoying your life. Come see us here at Central Valley Medical Center where we can treat you as a friend and not a medical record number.
Welcome back to Spanish Fork and 2A State softball action on Centricom Local 10.tv. And at the bottom of the first inning, Altamont up 4-0. And you know, I got to hand it to these girls as when you drop down to the loser's bracket, you have to play a lot of games. And this is the 3rd game of the day for Altamont, the 2nd game for Piute. Altamont playing at 10 o'clock this morning, dropping a loss to Gunnison. Then coming back and playing Panguitch and winning that game 20-8. And now facing off against Piute, the winner, of course, will advance to play tomorrow, and the loser will be eliminated from the tournament. Ashley Talbot, left fielder, leading off for Piute. Squares to bunt, pulls back, ball 1. Cassidy Rasmussen, the hurler for Altamont this game. Last game it was Rose Potts. And that's a nice hit by Ashley Talbot into center field, but the center fielder is going to catch it. That's Macy Page. So Page making a great catch in center field, but a great hit by Ashley Talbot, just unfortunately hit it right to the fielder. Up next is Mackenzie Sudwick's Mackenzie Sudwick's the shortstop for Piute. Sudwick pops up and go back behind the backstop. Foul ball, strike one for Sudwicks. Piute with a big win over North Sevier just previous to this game. Sudwicks lets that one go by. Ball one, so count 1-1 here. No runners on base as Ashley Talbot flew out to center field. Rasmussen delivers the pitch. And ball's going to be hit to Rasmussen. Is she going to get her? She is. Wow, they're going to call her out. So great knockdown and throw out there to first base as Sudwicks will ground out at first. Haley Reniger, the first baseman for Piute, batting in the number 3 position. Up to bat. Rasmussen doing a good job at the mound. High and outside, ball one. Other game going on right now is Millard and Duchesne. Interestingly enough, both these teams ranked in the top 5 by the Deseret News. One will be eliminated after this game. Foul ball, strike 2. Millard up, I believe, 1-0 in that game. And another foul ball by Reniger. So 2 strikes, 1 ball, 2 outs. Altamont trying to go 3 up, 3 down this inning. Reniger wanting to get on base as the first runner for Piute. And she's going to get out the outside corner, so strike out. And it'll be 3 up, 3 down for Duchesne and Piute. So after the first inning, Altamont 4, Piute 0. Up to bat, Cassidy Rasmussen, Gracie Gardner, Rose Potts after this.
Azomite Mineral Products in Nephi is using a unique deposit to create fertilizers and as a feed ingredient for customers all over the world. Their Feed Grit product, used as a feed ingredient for livestock, is gaining popularity because research has indicated its potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite can be found at your IFA Country Store, Steve Regan stores, or on their website at azomite.com. For more information, visit them on Facebook, Twitter, or the web. Azomite is excited to be part of the Nephi community and supports UAB High School athletics.
The Beaver Medical Clinic has built a reputation of providing compassionate health care for residents of Beaver and Iron counties. You'll appreciate the professional services of Drs. B. Noel Robinson, Roger Smith, Wade Oakton, Lance Smith, physician's assistants Reagan Fales, Travis Hicks, and Kenneth Hussey, and nurse practitioners Robin Horton, Lindsay Cheney, Rebecca Rasmussen, and Wade Hollingshead. The Beaver Medical Clinic offers affordable health care and convenient payment options, with offices in Beaver, Milford, and Parowan.
Welcome back to Centricom Local 10.tv. Millard taking a 3-0 lead over Duchesne on a home run by Alberto. And top of the second inning here on this game with Altamont leading Piute 4-0. And the pitcher, Cassidy Rasmussen, up to bat. She got a single her first at-bat. Foul outside corner, strike 1. Nice pitch there by the hurler for Piute, Tasia Bowler. And a shot down the first baseline is going to go foul. So 2 quick strikes for Gracie Gardner. Here at the top of the second, on one of the final games of the day, as softball has been going on since 10 o'clock this morning. And Gardner is going to get a strikeout Bowler will get a strikeout, striking Gardner out for the first out of this inning. Rose Potts, who's playing second base, is up to bat. Potts had a single her last at bat. And she hits a hard hit down the third baseline, goes foul. Strike one for Potts. And Bowler doing a very good job for Piute, throwing strikes depending on her fielders behind her to help her play defense.
Number 13, Gracie Gardner.
Oh, geez, I'm all messed up. I am one off. Thanks, Russ. Cassie Rasmussen got the strikeout. Gracie Gardner is now up with 2 strikes. Both shots going right down the third baseline. So Gardner, she had a base hit her first at bat. 2 strikes on her now, 1 out, no runners on base. And she's fouled another one off. Still 2 strikes, no balls. And Bowler way ahead of the batter on this one. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the delivery. High, ball 1 for Gardner. And she launches another one, another foul ball down the third baseline. Hard hits, just not staying fair for Gardner. 1 out, top of the second. And drop third strike, but she is going to get thrown out by the catcher for Piute. That's Allison Talbot. So 2 quick outs here for Altamont. And now Rose Potts will come to the plate for Altamont.
Number 5, Rose Potts.
Potts with a base hit. Her first at bat. She's going to launch the ball to center field. The center fielder makes a fantastic catch. That's Ashley Talbot. That's 2 now that Talbot has snagged. So Altamont, just as quickly as Piute, goes 3 up, 3 down. Top of the second inning. We'll be back.
You ever look up at the stars and wonder, how do they pack all that taste into these charbroiled sliders that start for just $1? Magic. Charbroiled sliders starting at just $1. Only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
If you got $5, you could get like 9.96 inches of sandwich. Woo! Or you can get a real meal with a charbroiled double cheeseburger, dog, fries, and a cookie. The $5 All-Star Meals, only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
Coming to the Juab County Fairgrounds this August is country group Restless Heart in concert. Get tickets now at juabcountyfair.com. Get advance tickets now for Restless Heart in concert at the Juab County Fairgrounds at 7:30 p.m. on Thursday, August 9th. Floor seating is just $30. Reserve seating, $20. Get your tickets now at juabcountyfair.com. Don't miss Restless Heart in concert August 9th in Nephi, Utah. Get tickets at juabcountyfair.com.
Welcome back to 2A state tournament softball action. We are at the bottom of the second inning here in an elimination game as the Lady Longhorns from Altamont are taking on the Lady Thunderbirds from Piute. And after 2 innings, the 2 at-bats for Altamont, they are up 4 runs scored. Piute, no runs scored, as their first 3 batters in the first inning went 1, 2, and 3. And now the pitcher, Tasia Bowler, is up to bat. And Cassie Rasmussen for Altamont is at the mound. So Bowler sets for her first at bat. Swing and a miss, strike 1 for Bowler. Bowler doing a fantastic job at the mound this first 2 innings. And Millard against Duchesne is just pounding the ball, leading 5-0. in that elimination game. Bowler's hit goes foul off third baseline. Strike two. So Bowler now with 2 strikes, no balls. Pitcher way ahead of her here. Now Bowler will need to protect. Nice hard hit to third base. She's going to be thrown out at first, so Bowler will ground out at 1. And that'll bring up the catcher, Allison Talbot, who made a great catch in the last inning, diving to catch a pop-up with bases loaded. So Talbot, her first at bat this game. Rasmussen sets to deliver the pitch. And she's going to get it almost like a bunt, and she is going to get on an error by Altamont. So Allison Talbot will get on first base on an error and be the first runner for Piute. Oh, Russ is telling me she beat the throw, so it's not an error. Thank you, Russ. He's an umpire too, right, Russ? Yep, so he knows what he's talking about much more than I do. So let's count as a base hit for Talbot. And Lainey Mickelson
Now at the plate, center fielder number
is
3,
up.
Lainey Mickelson.
And I've been giving Lainey's credit to Ashley Talbot. Talbot's actually the left fielder, Mickelson center fielder. So Mickelson is doing a great job in center field. Nice hard hit right up the middle. And Talbot's going to get to third. She's going to go in home. Nope, she's going to hold up. As Maddie Zeman was ready at the plate, and she changed her mind. So a nice hard hit by Mickelson will advance Talbot to third. And now with runners on first and second and 1 out, Bailey Barnson, the right fielder for Piute, is at the plate.
Fielder number 10, Bailey Barnson.
Barnson. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Mickelson gets to second. That's right. Mickelson gets to second, so runners at second and third. 1 strike for Barnson. Ball's in the dirt. Zeman holding Talbot at third. Count 1-1. 1-1, 1 out. Runners at second and third. Piute threatening to score. Nice, well hit the blooper to the pitcher, and great base running there by Allison Talbot as she beat the throw. Right thought there by Altamont, trying to get that lead runner out to prevent the run. Is not able to get it there in time. Mickelson will advance to third, and Barnson will make it to first. So Piute gets on the scoreboard with the first run here in the second inning. Brynlee Miramontes up here. Plays second base for Piute, batting ninth. And Barnson will get to second base.
The second baseman number 14, Brynlee Miramontes.
Swing and a miss, strike 1 for Miramontes. Count 1-1 with runners at 1 and 2, and still 1 out. Ball hit the outside corner, strike 2. And these pitchers are able to hit the inside corner. A lot of these batters are just taking it, letting it go by. So 2 strikes, 1 ball for Miramontes. Nice hit. It's going to go foul, but nice hard hit by Miramontes. Battling in the box. doing what she's supposed to do, taking off for first base as soon as she hits it. Runners again on 2 and 3. And Rasmussen setting for the pitch. And she's going to get her on the outside corner for the strikeout. So Brindley Miramontes will go down her first at bat with a strikeout, 2 outs. Brings up the third baseman, Aspen Jensen. Takes a step out of the batter's box. Runner still at 2 and 3. That's Mickelson and Barnson. She's going to pop it up over the backstop. Strike 1 for Jensen. Hope somebody's shagging all these foul balls because there have been a lot of them hit. Second pitch. And that will go foul off the third baseline. So Aspen Jensen, 2 hard hits, both going foul. 2 strikes, no balls. Mickelson at third and Barnson at second. Altamont hoping to close this inning off with only 1 run allowed. 2 outs here with 2 strikes. Rasmussen set to deliver the pitch. Going to hit it to the third baseman. And easy out, she's going to be thrown out at first. So at the end of 2, Altamont allowing 1 run, and Piute 1, Altamont 4. We'll be back after this.
My name is Richard Anderson. I'm one of the general surgeons working at Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi, Utah. My trajectory was not into surgery at first. I decided to become a research scientist, but I had no opportunity to work with people. Since moving to this area, I have made lasting friends, lifelong friends, and I have enjoyed providing the same sort of quality surgical care that they can obtain in Salt Lake or Provo, but with more prompt and certainly more personal service.
The trail is calling. Every turn, hill, and fallen log is screaming your name, and you're ready because you have the right type of power and agility to answer the call. Introducing the Honda Pioneer 1000 with best-in-class 999cc engine and the industry's only 6-speed fully automatic dual-clutch transmission. Check out the Honda Pioneer 1000 at Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi. Garrett Honda, our family serving your family for over 50 years.
Welcome back to Spanish Fork and Action. I'm Pepper Gale here with you with Taylor Thompson. All right, and Russ. Russ, I don't know your last name. Russ Carter, who's actually an umpire, so he knows what he's talking about up here, more so than I do. Top of the 3rd inning, Altamont leading 4-1, and the first baseman, Taylor Norman, for Altamont will be leading off. Altamont went 1-2-3 their last at bats. Norman popping it up to the second baseman. And she is out. As it looked like there was ball, but credit the first baseman there, Haley Reniger, for coming up with that ball and getting the out. So Norman goes down 0 for 2. Shelby O'Driscoll, her first at bat, had a base hit. Outside corner is going to be high. Ball 1 for O'Driscoll. And she's going to pop it up over second base, the second baseman's head for a base hit. O'Driscoll getting on a nice solid hit, landing in the hole. And the catcher, Maddie Zeman, up to bat.
Now batting the catcher, number 14, Madison Zeman.
Maddie getting a base hit her last at bat. Inside corner, strike 1. Bowler doing a good job to hit that inside corner on some of these pitches. Nice shot. That looks like it might be over the fence, and it's not. It goes over the right fielder's head. So it'll be a stand-up double for Maddie Zeman on a nice hard hit to this right center fence. O'Driscoll 2/3. So now runners on second and third. That's O'Driscoll and Zeman. And third baseman Lexi Hernandez up to bat. Hernandez also got a base hit her last at bat. One out here, top of the third inning. Altamont up 4-1. High and outside, ball one for Hernandez. That hit's going to be hit and caught by the shortstop, Mackenzie Sedwicks. So Hernandez will fly out. Her second at bat. 2 outs now. Macy Page, left fielder, who's batting left. Up to bat. Had a base hit her last at bat. 2 runners on, second and third. She swings away, foul ball over the third baseline. Strike one. Bowler sets for her second pitch. Hits that outside corner, strike two. So Bowler way ahead of Page here. Altamont not wanting to leave 2 runners on. Page hits the ball to the second baseman, and she gets thrown out at first base. So Piute playing some solid defense to get out of that inning without allowing any runs. We'll go to the bottom of the third inning, and Piute's back to the top of their batting order. Ashley Talbot, Mackenzie Sedwicks, and Haley Reniger when we come back.
I'm Reed Skinner. I'm an OBGYN, recently transferred here to Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi. I'm excited to bring to Nephi the experience and the training that I've had in helping to take care of women through all stages of life, from low risk to high risk pregnancies or infertility, family planning, all the way to postmenopause and the management of that time frame. I also specialize in minimally invasive surgery. I'm excited to be here in Nephi and partnering with Central Valley Medical Center, providing the best possible care we can for women through all stages of life.
National Vinyl Products of Nephi has been a part of Juab County since 2004. The management and staff take pride in supporting the students of Juab High School in the game and in the classroom. The company manufactures high-quality vinyl fencing for a host of uses around the state. If you're 18 years of age and would like to join the workforce at National Vinyl Products in Nephi, please send an email to jobs@nvpfence.com. That's jobs@nvpfence.com. The entire staff and crew at National Vinyl Products wish the Wasps the best of luck this season.
Thanks for joining us here at Centricom Local 10.tv. We're at the bottom of the third inning. Piute and Altamont duking it out for a chance to stay alive in this tournament. The Millard Eagles and the Duchesne Eagles on the other field. Millard was ahead 6-0, and Duchesne has closed the gap 6-4. So that's a game we're going to keep a close eye on. 2 of the 5 top-ranked teams in the state. One of them will be eliminated after this game. Piute at the top of their batting order. Ashley Talbot, the left fielder at the plate. She's going to have a nice shot to left field. Over the left fielder's head, she drops it. And Talbot will easily get a stand-up double on that one. So nice hit, nice shot to left field by the left fielder, Ashley Talbot, to get on base for Piute. Mackenzie Sedwicks, shortstop for Piute. She grounded out at first, her first at bat. Looking to get on base and possibly get an RBI with a good hit here. Swing and a miss, strike one for Sedwicks. Ashley Talbot on second. Here's the pitch. Outside corner, strike two. So Sedwicks going to have to come at the pitcher here. And Rasmussen able to throw a off-speed pitch or something inside-outside as she's no balls, 2 strikes. Ball one as the ball is high and outside. Rasmussen getting ready to deliver the pitch to Sudwicks. Count 1-2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the ball goes low and in the dirt, but the catcher doing a great job. Maddie Zeman keeping that ball in front of her to keep Ashley Talbot at second base, prevent her from stealing to third. 2-2 the count. Nice hits, deep shot to center field. And the center fielder for Altamont is Lizzie Smith. Catches that one. Ashley Talbot tagging up and advancing to third base. Maybe. Altamont going to second, thinking that maybe she was out, but the outfield ump calling her safe, saying she tagged up. So 1 out. As Mackenzie said, with a nice hit to deep center, flies out. And Haley Reniger, the first baseman, up to bat. She struck out her first at bat. Nice hit, but it goes foul deep into left field territory. So strike one for Reniger. A lot of action going on over in the Miller-Duchesne game, as Duchesne has tied that up 6-6 in the third inning. Reniger, 1 strike. Talbot on third. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So Rasmussen ahead of Reniger here. Giving a signal on what pitch to throw. Looking at the wristband on her arm. Delivers the pitch. Nice hit. It's fair. Oh no, they're going to call it foul. Oh, no. I guess it bounced. It was fair, went out of play. So Ashley Talbot will score, and Reniger will get a double on a hit that went down the third baseline. And Piute cutting that lead in half, so now it's 2-4 here at the bottom of the third inning. Tasia Bowler, Piute's hurdler, up to bat. Hits to the third baseman. She looks her back, throws it to first, tags her out because she was too far off the bag. So smart move there by the first baseman, but Haley Reniger will advance to third. So 2 outs now. For Altamont and Piute. Piute's coach going to talk to Parm. The umpire behind the plate. 2 outs. 1 run scored this inning. 1 run in, threatening to score. That's Haley Reniger at third, and now the catcher, Allison Talbot, up to bat. She got a base hit her first at bat. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Base hit here would likely score Reniger, make this a 1-run ball game. Here's the pitch. And Talbot fouls that one off behind the catcher, so 2 strikes, no balls for Allison Talbot. With Reniger on third. A lot of action. There's 4 games going on at the same time, 2-2A, 2-3A. And Talbot will go down swinging as she gets a strikeout for the third out, but Piute's able to score a run as Ashley Talbot gets on and scores after 3 innings. Piute trails 2-4, and we'll be back.
Our team works hard to shape the quality of life wherever we live and work. These values allow our team to be the go-to source for rural entities.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti. Visit jonesanddemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab High Schools.
Welcome back to 2A state softball action here from Spanish Fork. Top of the 4th inning, and Altamont holds a slim 2-4 lead over Piute. The other 2A elimination game, Duchesne and Millard. Millard had a 6-0 run, and then Duchesne came and scored 10 runs in 1 inning to take the lead 10-6 in the 3rd inning. So keep a close eye on that game for you. Lizzie Smith, top of the order for Altamont. Smith has grounded out at first her first 2 at-bats. And Tasia Bowler, still the pitcher for Piute. Ball catches that inside corner, strike 1 for Smith. Russ making a great observation as he's commenting that the umpire behind the plate is calling that inside strike every single time. And he's right, count now 1-1. Smith's nice hard hit. It's going to be a base hit for Smith, her first at bat. She's actually going to get a stand-up double, maybe. She is. So Lizzie Smith finally gets on a good hit to center field for her first hit of this ball game. And Cassidy Rasmussen up to bat. She struck out last at bat. And there's that inside strike, inside corner, strike 1. Smith still at second, no outs. It's going to be hit up to the first baseman, and she's going to miss it, but it'll go foul. So strike 2 for Rasmussen. So 2 strikes, no out, or 2 strikes, no balls, and no outs. Runner at second for Altamont. Designated visiting team this game. She's going to pop it into the hole in left field, left center. This will be an RBI as Smith will score. And Rasmussen will get a stand-up double at her 3rd at bat. Gracie Gardner, shortstop for Altamont, up next. Outside corner, strike 1 for Gardner, and Bowler doing a fantastic job at the mound for Piute. Throwing some very good strikes depending on her defense to help her out. And Gardner's going to hit the ball into left field, and the left fielder, Ashley Talbot, will make that catch. So Gardner with a hit will fly out to left. Rasmussen remains at second base, wisely tagging up. Now the second baseman, Rose Potts, up to bat. She's have a nice shot. Going to be knocked down by the second baseman. She's going to be unable to throw her out at first. But a great play by the second baseman, Brindley Miramontes, as she was able to stop that ball from rolling into right field. So Potts will advance to first. And Rasmussen to third. Runners at 1 and 3, 1 out. And Norman smashes the ball into right field, but it's going to be caught Rasmussen tags up, will score, so she'll get an RBI on that hit. Norman will. As she flies out to right, and Potts will remain at first base. So 2 runs scored this inning. Extend that lead 6-2. As Shelby O'Driscoll up to bat. She fouls her first one off. Her first 2 at bat, she got base hit, so she's hitting very consistently this game, getting on base. Second pitch is going to be in the dirt, and Potts will steal to second. And the coach, third base coach, talking to the ump behind the plate. So 1 ball, 1 strike for Shelby O'Driscoll. Dead ball, strike 2 with 2 outs. And Potts at at second base. Bowler delivers the pitch. Going to be high, ball 2. Right snagged by the catcher, Allison Talbot. O'Driscoll squares up to it. Shot down third baseline will go foul, so she's battling in the box. Trying to keep Altamont going with 2 outs, the top of the 4th inning. Hit to center field, looks like it's going to be caught, and it is. So Lacey Mickelson making that catch to end this inning. We'll go into the bottom of the 4th. Altamont scores 2. We'll be back.
I'm Dr. Chris Karish, orthopedic surgeon with the subspecialty in sports medicine. Central Valley Medical Center has state-of-the-art operating rooms and the latest orthopedic equipment to provide me with the tools to perform safe and minimally invasive procedures. I've had the opportunity to treat athletes from my own sons to the NFL. I provide a wide variety of treatments to get you back on your feet and enjoying your life. Come see us here at Central Valley Medical Center, where we can treat you as a friend and not a medical record number.
Azomite Mineral Products in Nephi is using a unique deposit to create fertilizers and as a feed ingredient for customers all over the world. Their Feed Grit product, used as a feed ingredient for livestock, is gaining popularity because research has indicated its potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite can be found at your IFA Country Store, Steve Regan stores, or on their website at azomite.com. For more information, visit them on Facebook, Twitter, or the web. Azomite is excited to be part of the Nephi community and supports UAB High School athletics.
Welcome back to 2A state softball action at Spanish Fork. We're at the bottom of the 4th inning, and batters 6, 7, and 8 for Piute are up. That's Lainey Mickelson, Bailey Barnson, and Brindley Miramontes. Maybe. It looks like the Piute coach is talking to the ump, but Lainey Mickelson is set to be the first batter. And in the other game, other 2A game, the other 2A elimination game, Duchesne still with that lead over Millard. In earlier games today, Gunnison defeated Altamont in the first round game, and Enterprise beat North Sevier. Beaver beat Duchesne, and Parowan beat Millard. Down as we get into the losers bracket, Millard defeated Kanab, Duchesne defeated Roland Hall, Piute defeated North Sevier, and Altamont defeated Panguitch. So that's where we're at right now. As Lainey Mickelson gets set to hit, she had a base hit her first at bat. She went strike 1. Mickelson again with the base hit her first at bat, trying to get on again. Was left on third. Yet to cross home plate. Ball 1, strike 1. Rasmussen still at the mound for Altamont. Ball is inside and low. Ball 2. Strike 1. And there's been several home runs as I'm listening to one of the 3A games. The grand slam a few minutes ago and another home run just now. And that ball low and in the outside corner, strike 2. So Mickelson with a 2-2 count. Leadoff batter here for Piute in the bottom of the 4th. Swinging and a miss. So they're going to say it was a foul ball. So she'll live to see another pitch. Here's the pitch in the dirt. So now we're at full count. And Rasmussen is going to have to come at Mickelson right here and throw her something she can hit. She's going to hit it to shortstop, and she will beat the throw. So Lainey Mickelson gets a base hit, able to outrun the ball to first base. And right fielder Bailey Barnson up to bat. Barnson also got a base hit her first at bat. Oh, Kylie King, I'm being told, number 7, hitting for Barnson. Lays down a pretty bunt on the third baseline. Doesn't make it to first, but does get the sacrifice bunt. So great bunt laid down as it rolls down the third baseline. Unable to beat the throw, but Mickelson does advance. And now Brynley Miramontes is up to bat. She struck out her first at bat. Pops it up for a foul ball behind the backstop, strike 1. Mickelson at second. Outside corner, strike 2. Great pitch by Rasmussen from Altamont. So 2 strikes, no balls on Miramontes. Pitch is high for ball 1. And Zeman keeping the runner at second. Hurls it to second base, but she's safely there. 6-2 our score. Altamont up 6-2. Bottom of the 4th. 1 out for Piute. There's going to be a nice hit over second base. And it will roll to the fence, and Miramontes is going to go to third. Slides into third and is safe. So Miramontes with a nice hit goes to the right center fence. Mickelson will score. And the ball is loose on the field, but gets back to pitcher as she walks to the circle. And that brings up third baseman Aspen Jensen.
Now down in third baseman number 9, Aspen Jensen.
Jensen was thrown out at first, her first at bat. She's going to hit it to left field. It's going to drop in a hole. She will get a base hit. She was going to get a double, and she's safe. Will score Miramontes. So Jensen will get to second base, closing the gap here on this lead that Altamont had. Now 4-6 with only 1 out, and they're back at the top of their order. And Ashley Talbot up to bat. Talbot will take a swing at the ball. And They are going to call the runner from second out. Runner interference. Not sure what's going on. I think they're going to call the runner at first safe. But Jensen will be called out for runner interference. So fielder's choice, and Talbot does advance to 1 on that. Mackenzie Sedgwick's shortstop. And there's going to be a conference out on the field. We're going to take a break and come back.
The Beaver Medical Clinic has built a reputation of providing compassionate health care for residents of Beaver and Iron counties. You'll appreciate the professional services of Doctors B. Noel Robinson, Roger Smith, Wade Oakton, Lance Smith, physician's assistants Reagan Fales, Travis Hicks, and Kenneth Hussey, and nurse practitioners Robin Horton, Lindsay Cheney, Rebecca Rasmussen, and Wade Hollingshead. The Beaver Medical Clinic offers affordable health care and convenient payment options, with offices in Beaver, Milford, and Parowan.
Shortstop. Up to bat, 2 outs. Oh. I was talking, we weren't even on. Mackenzie Sedgwick is going to hit it to the pitcher, and she's going to be thrown out at 1 to end the inning. So at the bottom of 4, Piute 4, Altamont 6. We'll be back.
You ever look up at the stars and wonder, how do they pack all that taste into these charbroiled sliders that start for just $1? Magic. Charbroiled sliders starting at just $1. Only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
If you got $5, you could get like 9.96 inches of sandwich. Woo! Or you can get a real meal with a charbroiled double cheeseburger, dog, fries, and a cookie. The $5 All-Star Meals, only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
Coming to the Juab County Fairgrounds this August is country group Restless Heart in concert. Get tickets now at juabcountyfair.com. Get advance tickets now for Restless Heart in concert at the Juab County Fairgrounds at 7:30 p.m. on Thursday, August 9th. Floor seating is just $30. Reserve seating, $20. Get your tickets now at juabcountyfair.com. Don't miss Restless Heart in concert August 9th in Nephi, Utah. Get tickets at juabcountyfair.com.
I'm ready. Welcome back to Spanish Fork, Utah, at the 2A state softball tournament. We're at the top of the 5th inning. Altamont with a 2-run lead as Piute is chipping away at this lead. And we'll be having batters 7, 8, and 9 for Altamont. Maddie Zeman leading off this game. Going to swing, and wow, nice hard hit down the third baseline. She's going to get at least a base hit there. She rounds first, and the ball is relayed into second. So Maddie Zeman, the catcher, the hard hit, gets on the first pitch at the top of the 5th. Lexi Hernandez, third baseman. Lets one go by. And I think she is out. She is out. She did not get back to first base in time. So Maddie Zeman gets caught. Great throwdown by the catcher from Piute, Allison Talbot. As she catches Maddie, she tried to dive back, and her hand did not get on the bag. So great play there by Allison Talbot and Haley Reniger from Piute. And Hernandez is going to go foul, just barely outside the chalk as she hits it down the third baseline. One and one the count. Bowler still at the mound for Piute. And the ball must have been low. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike for Hernandez. And she's going to hit it too short. Is she going to beat the throw there? She is not. So Zeman gets on a base hit, but gets thrown out at first after getting out the bag too far. And then Hernandez is going to be thrown out at first And Macy Page, the left fielder, who is their left-handed batter, up to bat. She got a base hit her first at bat, thrown out her second. Swing and a miss, strike one.
At the plate, the left fielder, number 22, Macy Page.
Ball's in the dirt. So 1-1 here. Top of the 5th inning. 5th inning stretch. We have to have Taylor. We should have had Taylor saying, take me out to the ball game. Or Russ. Since we don't go 9 innings, we'll have to do it at the 5th inning, call it the 5th inning stretch. Get some Cracker Jacks. 5th inning stretch. Oh, Mike Train is going to do it, I guess. Nice hit to center field. Going to be caught by Lainey Mickelson. So 1, 2, 3 for Altamont as Piute takes out the first 3 batters on a great play on a throw down to first, a ground out, and then a pop fly. Top of 5 is over. Altamont up 6-4. And Piute will bring up their 3rd, 4th, and 5th hitters, Haley Reniger, Tasia Bowler, and Allison Talbot, when we're back.
My name is Richard Anderson. I'm one of the general surgeons working at Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi, Utah. My trajectory was not into surgery at first. I decided to become a research scientist, but I had no opportunity to work with people. Since moving to this area, I have made lasting friends, lifelong friends, and I have enjoyed providing the same sort of quality surgical care that they can obtain in Salt Lake or Provo, but with more prompt and certainly more personal service.
The trail is calling. Every turn, hill, and fallen log is screaming your name. And you're ready because you have the right type of power and agility to answer the call. Introducing the Honda Pioneer 1000 with best-in-class 999cc engine and the industry's only 6-speed fully automatic dual-clutch transmission. Check out the Honda Pioneer 1000 at Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi. Garrett Honda, our family serving your family for over 50 years.
And we're back at Local10.tv Centricom, and it's the 5th inning stretch. Nobody will sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game, so sorry about that. And we don't have any Cracker Jacks either. So at the bottom of the 5th inning, Piute down by 2, up to bat. I'd like to thank our sponsors, our gold sponsors, Intermountain Power Service Corporation, National Vinyl Products, our silver sponsors, Carl's Jr., Centricom Channel 10, Beaver Medical Clinic, Nephi Federal Credit Union, Central Valley Medical Center, Azamite, Jones & DeMille Engineering, and Juab County, who will be presenting Restless Heart in concert, and our bronze sponsor, Beaver Valley Hospital. Up to bat, Haley Reniger, first baseman for Piute. Strike out her first at bat. And base hit her second. She's going to go swing and a miss, strike one. Sun coming back out from behind the clouds. And Rasmussen, Cassidy Rasmussen, still pitching for Altamont. High and outside, ball 1. One and one, Reniger. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Altamont wanting to hold them to try to keep the slim lead that they have, as Piute will have last bats as the home team. Nice pitch and a nice hit, just goes foul off the end of her bat, so Reniger battling. And Duchesne extending their lead over Millard on in the other 2A elimination game. And there's going to be a nice hit. It's going to go into right center for a base hit. So Reniger, with 2 strikes on her, has a nice hit right between right and center. And now the pitcher, Tasia Bowler, who has not got on base yet this game. He is up to bat. Bowler pops it up. Shortstop calls for it. And it's going to be caught. So Bowler will fly out to short for the first out of this inning for Piute, bottom of the 5th. Catcher Allison Talbot up to bat. Talbot got on her first at bat with a base hit, struck out her second. See what she can do against Rasmussen as their third matchup this game. Nice shot to left field. It's going to go overhead off her mitt. And she will get a stand-up double with that hit. Allison Talbot. Reniger will advance to third. And the left fielder for Altamont, Macy Page, just couldn't get back in time. Tried to bounce off her glove. And she relays it in. So the tying run on second base, 1 out. Lainey Mickelson, center fielder, up to bat. And she's had 2 base hits, her first at-bats. Outside corner, strike 1 for Mickelson. And runners at 1 and 2 with 1 out. Excuse me, 2 and 3 with 1 out. She's going to catch that inside corner now and get 2 strikes on Mickelson. And the catcher, Zeman, keeping Reniger honest on third base as she launches the ball down to third base. Mickelson, 2 strikes, no balls. Going to pop it up behind the backstop, so she's battling in the box. 1 out. No force for the runners on 2 and 3. Here's the pitch. And she's going to shot out to right field. Will she catch it? She will. She's going to throw it into home and hold the base runners there. So a great catch out there by the right fielder. That's Shelby O'Driscoll. As Lainey Mickelson had a nice hit to right field. But O'Driscoll catching the fly and relaying it in quickly to prevent any runs. Mickelson flew out to right. Bailey Barnson is up, number 7 runner. High and outside, ball 1.
Now batting number 7, Tyree King.
And Barnson base hit her first at bat, thrown out at first or second. Swinging him at strike 1. 1-1 the count here. Altamont trying to hold the runners at second and third with 2 outs. Plays at 1. But a hit here would likely score Reniger. Another high pitch and outside, so ball 2. Barnson, right fielder for Piute. Pops the ball up. Is anybody going to catch it? No, the center fielder is going to drop it. And that's going to score both Reniger and Talbot. We have a tie ball game over here with Altamont and Piute. As Barnson hits a high ball in a hole, center fielder Lizzie Smith running as fast as she can, unable to make that catch. And with that base hit, score is now tied at 6. So Piute, the 1A school playing in the 2A ranks, ties it up here in the bottom of the 5th inning, trying to keep their dream of playing tomorrow alive. And Miramontes, Brindley Miramontes is up. First ball is in the dirt, ball 1. Second pitch coming. Low outside corner, ball 2 for Miramontes. Runner on 1, 2 outs. Miramontes ahead of the pitcher here, waiting for that pitch she wants to hit. Swings at a high inside pitch, strike 1. Miramontes had an excellent hit her last at bat. Strikeout her first, got a double her second as she smashed it to the right center fence. So with the runner at 1, Miramontes, 2 strikes, 1 ball. Nope, I lied. 2 strikes, 2 balls. Now it's 2 strikes, 2 balls. She's going to have to come at the pitcher now as the pitcher is ahead of her by a pitch. Barneson still at first on a hit that scored 2, so tying the game up at 6. Miramontes, nice shot up the middle. She is going to get on base and advance Bailey Barneson. So Piute coming out, their bats are going this inning. And Aspen Jensen, third baseman, is up to bat. Jensen wanting to get a hit, and there's going to be a conference out of the pitchers now. We'll take a 30-second break and be back.
Nephi Federal Credit Union in Nephi offers convenient service and a variety of financial services. They're your hometown credit union that's been serving local residents for over 63 years, longer than any other financial institution in Nephi. The staff invites you to check out their incredible rates on a variety of loans and savings accounts. Nephi Federal Credit Union, 155 North Main in Nephi. Call 623-1895. That's 623-1895. Nephi Federal Credit Union, proud supporter of the Wasps this season.
Welcome back to Spanish Fork. We are at the bottom of the 5th, 2 outs, runners on first and second for Piute and Aspen Jensen at bat. First pitch is coming. Jensen hits it, and it's going to go foul on the third baseline, and Piute is going to take the lead on that hit. Now that was a hard hit by Aspen Jensen. She can get a stand-up double. Bailey Barneson will score, and Brindley Miramontes will advance to third. So just like that, Piute closes the gap, takes the lead. And now we're at the back, at the top of the order, almost batted around this inning. Ashley Talbot up to bat. She's had 2 for 3, and first pitch is going to go off the end of her bat, strike 1. Talbot, 1 strike, no balls. Strike, swing and a miss, strike 2. And Altamont needing to close this inning out before any more damage is done, as Piute has come and taken the lead here in the bottom of the 5th. And Piute, the home team, with the last at-bats. Nice pitch, hit to pitch, but the ball is fumbled, so Talbot will get it onto first on an error. Miramontes will score. Jensen will advance to third. And Piute scoring another run to take a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Mackenzie Sudwick's shortstop for Piute. 0 for 3 at her first 3 at-bats. Hits to shortstop. Is she going to beat the throw? She is, so she's going to get a base hit. Aspen Jensen scored. This is what hits will do for you. Base hits score runs, and Altamont's coach wants to talk to her team at the mound. We'll take a break and be back after this.
I'm Reed Skinner. I'm an OBGYN, recently transferred here to Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi. I'm excited to bring to Nephi the experience and the training that I've had in helping to take care of women through all stages of life, from low risk to high risk pregnancies or infertility, family planning, all the way to postmenopause and the management of that time frame. I also specialize in minimally invasive surgery. I'm excited to be here in Nephi and partnering with Central Valley Medical Center, providing the best possible care we can for women through all stages of life.
Welcome back to Spanish Fork and 2A State basketball, 2A State softball. And Piute having a fantastic inning as they take a 3-run lead. As Haley Reniger, the first baseman, fouls one behind the catcher. 2-out rally here for Piute. Scoring 3 runs after the second out on 5 hits. Reniger pops it up. Is it going to be caught by the second baseman? It is. So Rose Potts gets Altamont out of that inning, but the damage has been done as Piute scores 5 runs in that inning and takes a 3-run lead. We'll come back for the top of the 6th inning in a minute.
National Vinyl Products of Nephi has been a part of Juab County since 2004. The management and staff take pride in supporting the students of Juab High School in the game and in the classroom. The company manufactures high-quality vinyl fencing for a host of uses around the state. If you're 18 years of age and would like to join the workforce at National Vinyl Products in Nephi, please send an email to jobs@nvpfence.com. That's jobs@nvpfence.com. The entire staff and crew at National Vinyl Products wish the Wasps the best of luck this season.
Our team works hard to shape the quality of life wherever we live and work. These values allow our team to be the go-to source for rural entities.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti, visit jonesandemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
Welcome back to Spanish Fork. Pepper Gale, Taylor Thompson, Russ Carter here with you. We're at the top of the 6th inning. Piute with a 3-run lead in the other 2A elimination game. Duchesne with a 14-7 run over Millard. Top of the 6th inning. Altamont at the top of their order. Lizzie Smith up to bat. First pitch is going to be kept in front by the catcher for a ball. Ball 1 for Lizzie Smith. And nice hit as it's going down the first baseline. And she will get a base hit, Lizzie Smith. As just out of reach of the first baseman. And Cassidy Rasmussen, the pitcher, up. She's going to hit it right between short and second. Wow, great. The ball was stopped, I think, by the shortstop to prevent it from rolling into center field. Rasmussen will get a base hit, and Lizzie Smith will advance to second. However, it could have been a lot worse had that not been knocked down by the shortstop, Mackenzie Sudwicks. Gracie Gardner sheds shortstop up to bat, swinging, fouls it off the end of her bat for strike 1. No, it is not. It is Gracie Gardner. Gardner's 1 for 3 this game at bat. Ball a little too high, so ball 1, strike 1. Runners on first and second, no outs. Top of the 6th, Altamont trailing by 3. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So a hit here, base hit, could load the bases up for their cleanup hitter, Rose Potts. And she is going to jack the ball into left center. Is it going to be caught? No, it's going to fall between left and center. And Lizzie Smith is going to get in. Cassidy Rasmussen is going to advance to second. And Gardner will get a base hit. That's the miscommunication between center and left with the cleanup batter, Rose Potts, up to bat. Rose is 2 for 3 this game. Ball catches that inside corner, strike one. Russ made the comment it'd be good if they threw an inside pitch every other pitch since he's calling that strike. That one inside too low, ball one, strike one. Rasmussen at second, Gardner at first. And ball two outside. 9-7 our score now with that run scored by Lizzie Smith from Altamont. Inside corner, strike two. So Bowler doing a good job hitting that inside corner. And Potts is going to have to come at the pitcher now. And she hits it. Shortstop unable to knock it down. This will score Rasmussen as the ball is relayed in. Rasmussen's going to get in on that hit. Base hit by Potts. And the lead is now cut to 1. 9-8. We have a ball game going on here. Taylor Norman, first baseman, up to bat. She is 0 for 3 this game at the plate. Runners on first and second, no outs. Ball inside and high, ball one.
Now batting number 9, Taylor Norman.
Second pitch on the way. It's going to be popped up and dropped. And just some miscommunication there by Piute as the second baseman unable to make a play. And it will load the bases up for Shelby O'Driscoll, right fielder for Altamont. So no outs, score 9-8. Bases loaded and O'Driscoll up to bat. O'Driscoll, wow, nice hard hit down the third base line. This will tie it up. And Altamont trying to get that run in to take the lead, and they do. Shelby O'Driscoll with a nice hard hit down the third baseline is going to get a stand-up double. And the RBI as Gardner and Potts will cross home plate. And just like that, Altamont is back on top of this ball game, top of the 6th inning. It's been a battle of the batters on both teams. 10-9 our score, no outs, runners on second and third. Maddie Zeman, the catcher, up to bat. Now Zeman, she is 3 for 3 at bat. However, last inning, she got caught trying to sneak off of first base and was thrown out by the catcher. And that pitch will put her at 1-1. Zeman takes a good swing at it. And they're going to call, I believe, another runner interference. So, runner interference on Altamont. And that'll be Shelby O'Driscoll. No, Taylor Norman. No, it is O'Driscoll. Be the first out of the ball game. Zeman will advance to first. Norman back on 3. Lexi Hernandez, third baseman, up to bat. And Maddie Zeman stealing to first. Excuse me, second from first. Ball's low and in the dirt. Ball 2. Both teams playing hard, not wanting to have to go home after the first day of state tournament play. that'll be 3 balls. Hernandez not having to take a pitch that she doesn't like. She's way ahead of Bowler here. Ball is low and in the dirt. So that'll be the first walk of the game for either team. And now with the bases loaded and 1 out, it's Macy Page up to bat.
Now batting for Altamont, the left fielder number 22, Macy Page.
Oh, it is not Macy Page. They're going to do another hitter here. It's number 10 for Altamont. We'll get you a name here for that shortly. Kaisley Farnsworth. And the first pitch is going to be a strike. Bases loaded, 1 out. Altamont up by 1. Farnsworth batting for Page. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Strikeout here would be huge for Piute. As Farnsworth, pressure situation. Swing and a miss, strikeout. So Farnsworth comes in, gets a strikeout for 2 outs. But we started this game with the leadoff batter, Lizzie Smith, top of the order, and we're back to her.
Now batting number 2,
So Smith with 2 outs, bases loaded, huge at-bat here. First ball is going to be a little bit high, so ball 1 for Smith. Smith, the center fielder for Altamont. That one looks good, is good, so strike 1. 1-1 for Smith. Bowler trying to get her team out of a crunch situation here with bases loaded. And the ball is low and in the dirt. Ball 2. And Taylor Bowler, Tasia Bowler, I've watched her pitch the last game. She pitched the entire game. She's pitching this game too, doing a fantastic job from the mound. Wow, low and inside, and they call a strike on that one. So now 2-2. Smith is going to have to come at Bowler on this pitch. And she delivers. She hits it between left center. That's going to score 2 for Altamont. And she's going to get a stand-up double on that hit. So Lizzie Smith comes in clutch and scores 2 runs. Norman scores and Zeman scores. Lexi Hernandez at third and Smith at second. Both teams hitting extremely well here. Rasmussen at bat. Ball catches that inside corner. Strike 1. Altamont scoring 6 runs this inning. And she jacks it out to right center. It's going to hit the fence. That's going to score 2. And she's going to go to third. So nice hit by pitcher Cassie Rasmussen. Stand-up triple. Scores Lexi Hernandez and Lizzie Smith. They come into this inning down and now have taken the lead. They are just smashing the heck out of that ball. There's a conference out of the pitcher's mound. We'll take a break and bring it back after this.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab High Schools.
And we're back. 2-out rally here for the Lady Longhorns. They've scored 8 runs this inning to take a 14-9 lead over Piute, top of the 6th inning. With a runner at third base, Cassie Rasmussen hitting a triple, knocking 2 in. Gracie Gardner, shortstop, is up. She fouls one off the end of her bat. Strike 1. Second pitch is going to be a little bit high, so count 1-1 here. So fouled off the end of her bat again, strike 2. Altamont come into this inning down by 3 and now have taken a 5-run lead as they have just got their bats going and been hitting the ball. And Gardner will pop up to shortstop, and that'll do it. So Piute gets out of this inning after allowing 8 runs. And bottom of the 6th, we'll be bringing up Tasia Bowler, Allison Talbot, and Lady Mickelson from Piute. We'll be back.
I'm Dr. Chris Karish, orthopedic surgeon with the subspecialty in sports medicine. Central Valley Medical Center has state-of-the-art operating rooms and the latest orthopedic equipment to provide me with the tools to perform safe and minimally invasive procedures. I've had the opportunity to treat athletes from my own sons to the NFL. I provide a wide variety of treatments to get you back on your feet and enjoying your life. Come see us here at Central Valley Medical Center where we can treat you as a friend and not a medical record number.
Azomite Mineral Products in Nephi is using a unique deposit to create fertilizers and as a feed ingredient for customers all over the world. Their Feed Grit product, used as a feed ingredient for livestock, is gaining popularity because research has indicated its potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite can be found at your IFA Country Store, Steve Regan stores, or on their website at azomite.com. For more information, visit them on Facebook, Twitter, or the web. Azomite is excited to be part of the Nephi community and supports Juab High School athletics.
Welcome back. We're bottom of the 6th inning here as Altamont come alive. The top of the 6th to score 8 runs and take a 5-run lead over Piute. The winner of this game will advance to play the loser of the Beaver-Parowan game tomorrow at 4 p.m. And the loser of this game will be eliminated from the tournament. Both of these teams playing hard-fought games, and both of them trying desperately to not be eliminated from the tournament on this game. The pitcher, Tasia Bowler, up to bat. She's 0 for 3 this game. First pitch is going to be fouled off, strike 1. Millard and Duchesne. Millard's making a comeback. And going into the 7th inning, Millard down by 2. Home team, Duchesne up to bat. We'll keep a close eye on that game for you. As the winner of that game will advance, loser will be eliminated. High pitch, and Bowler does not take a swing at it. Third pitch on the way. Bowler fouls it up behind the catcher, strike 2 for Piute's hurler. Here's the pitch. And Bowler will go down swinging with a strikeout. So 1 up, 1 down for Piute, and the catcher, Allison Talbot, up to bat. Winner of this team will get a long-awaited rest as they've been playing. Altamont has been playing since 10 a.m. this morning. Piute, their second back-to-back game. Talbot is 2 for 3. As she fouls the first one off for strike 1. She's going to pop it up. And the ball is going to go off the pitcher's glove. Foul ball. As you see both the catcher and the pitcher calling for that. The bat did get in the way. Strike 2 for Talbot. 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Piute, the home team, will get their last bats, trailing by 5 runs. And it's been a slugfest here, Piute and Altamont. And And Talbot will go down swinging. That's 2 strikeouts now for Cassidy Rasmussen. 2 strikeouts here in this bottom of the 6th. Her 4th strikeout of the game. And Lainey Mickelson, the center fielder, will try to make something happen here for Piute at the bottom of the 6th. Ball outside, ball 1. Rasmussen delivers the pitch. Ball's hit right to the pitcher. Will she beat the throw there? She will not. So Piute goes 3 up, 3 down. Top of the 7th inning. Altamont holds them at that 14-9 lead. And they'll bring up batters 4, 5, and 6. Rose Potts, Taylor Norman, Shelby O'Driscoll. After this.
The Beaver Medical Clinic has built a reputation of providing compassionate health care for residents of Beaver and Iron counties. You'll appreciate the professional services of Doctors B. Noel Robinson, Roger Smith, Wade Oakton, Lance Smith, physician's assistants Reagan Fales, Travis Hicks, and Kenneth Hussey, and nurse practitioners Robin Horton, Lindsay Cheney, Rebecca Rasmussen, and Wade Hollingshead. The Beaver Medical Clinic offers affordable health care and convenient payment options, with offices in Beaver, Milford, and Parowan.
You ever look up at the stars and wonder, how do they pack all that taste into these charbroiled sliders that start for just $1? Magic. Charbroiled sliders starting at just $1. Only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
If you got $5, you could get like 9.96 inches of sandwich. Woo! Or you can get a real meal with a charbroiled double cheeseburger, dog, fries, and a cookie. The $5 All-Star Meals, only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
Coming to the Juab County Fairgrounds this August is country group Restless Heart in concert. Get tickets now at juabcountyfair.com. Get advance tickets now for Restless Heart in concert at the Juab County Fairgrounds at 7:30 p.m. on Thursday, August 9th. 4 seating is just $30. Reserve seating $20. Get your tickets now.
Welcome back. We're at the top of the 7th inning. This is it. Altamont trying to extend this lead. 5-run lead. Rose Potts up to bat. Ball 1. First pitch. Last inning, Altamont scores 8 runs to get a 5-run lead over Piute. And that ball cashed the outside corner. Strike 1, ball 1 for Rose Potts. Rose has been 3 for 4, had a very good performance from the plate this game. 2-2. No, excuse me, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Tasia Bowler doing a very good job at the mound. Throwing a lot of pitches tonight. And that looks good and is good. Gets that outside corner. So Potts is going to have to come at Bowler here. Try to get on base. And she's going to hit it. It's going to drop in the hole in right field. So Potts gets on base. She hits it in the hole in right field. And Taylor Norman, first baseman, who is 1 for 3, is up to bat. She fouls it up, strike 1.
Now batting the first baseman, number 9, Taylor Norman.
Second pitch coming. Looks like it got that outside corner. Strike 2, so 2 strikes and no balls, maybe 1. Third pitch coming high and outside. Rose Potts on base. Piute eliminating North Sevier in the game before this. Altamont defeating Panguitch. And the ball is not going to be able to be knocked down by the second baseman. She's going to get at least a stand-up double, and Potts will get to third. She is going all the way, and she does get into home. So Potts with some aggressive base running scores a run for Altamont, and Norman gets a stand-up double as the ball glanced off the glove of the second baseman, Brindley Miramontes, for Piute. Shelby O'Driscoll the right fielder for Altamont at the plate. That pitch is going to be kept in front by the catcher, Allison Talbot, but Norman will steal to third. One ball, no strikes. Runner on third, Altamont threatening to score with no outs. That looks good, but it must have been high. Ball two for O'Driscoll. Now inside corner, yep, strike. Blue behind the plate's been calling that pitch all night. And O'Driscoll's going to hit it too short. Is she going to beat the throw there? She's not, but she'll get an RBI as she knocks Norman in. And Shelby O'Driscoll will get the first out after an RBI. And Megan Wade for Miller just hit a home run. 2-run home run to bring it within 1 run, bottom of the 7th inning against Duchesne. And number 14, Maddie Zeman, is going to hit it to left field, fly out, getting the second out. So Altamont has done some damage this inning, scoring 2 runs, up 16-9. And Lexi Hernandez, the third baseman, at bat. Hits to shortstop. Will she beat the throw? She will not. So Piute, after allowing 2 runs, will be down 16-9. We'll have to score at least 7 runs to tie it up. Bottom of the 7th. We'll be back.
At JuabCountyFair.com. Don't miss Restless Heart in concert August 9th in Nephi, Utah. Get tickets at JuabCountyFair.com.
My name is Richard Anderson. I'm one of the general surgeons working at Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi, Utah. My trajectory was not into surgery at first. I decided to become a research scientist, but I had no opportunity to work with people. Since moving to this area, I have made lasting friends, lifelong friends, and I have enjoyed providing the same sort of quality surgical care that they can obtain in Salt Lake or Provo, but with more prompt and certainly more personal service.
The trail is calling. Every turn, hill, and fallen log is screaming your name. And you're ready because you have the right type of power and agility to answer the call. Introducing the Honda Pioneer 1000 with best-in-class 999cc engine and the industry's only 6-speed fully automatic dual-clutch transmission. Check out the Honda Pioneer 1000 at Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi. Garrett Honda, our family serving your family for over 50 years.
Nephi Federal Credit Union in Nephi offers convenient service and a variety of financial services. They're your hometown credit union that's been serving local residents for over 63 years, longer than any other financial institution in Nephi. The staff invites you to check out their incredible rates on a variety of loans and savings accounts. Nephi Federal Credit Union, 155 North Main in Nephi. Call 623-1895. That's 623-1895. Nephi Federal Credit Union, proud supporter of the Wasps this season.
I'm ready. Well, this is it from Spanish Fork 2A state softball action. Piute is up, and it looks like it's number 7 batting. Tyree King. And the first one is a strike, so strike 1. Straight shot down the first baseline, but will go foul, so strike 2. If Altamont can keep this 7-run lead, they will advance to play the loser of the Beaver-Parowan game tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. Both these teams playing with a loss. Gunnison defeating Altamont, and Piute getting beat by Beaver last Saturday in Duchesne. And King will go down swinging, strikeout for Rasmussen. She had 2 strikeouts last inning as batters 4, 5, and 6 all went down 1, 2, and 3. Brindley Miramontes, second baseman, up to bat now. The ball is going to be low. Ball 1 for Miramontes. Miramontes is 2 for 3 this game with a strikeout her first at bat, but base hits her second and third. And Rasmussen fires from the mound. Straight shot down third baseline will go foul. Nice hard hit by Miramontes. So here we go. That pitch is going to catch the outside corner, and he's not going to call it. Ball 2. Miramontes with ahead by a pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike, no runners on, 1 out. Bottom of the 7th. Altamont up 16-9. Miramontes is going to hit it out of, it's out of play, but will be caught by the third baseman. So 2 outs now for Piute. Not looking good for the Lady T-Birds. As Aspen Jensen, their number 9 hitter, playing third base, is up to bat. Jensen is 1 for 3. Hits off the end of her bat, goes foul, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Rasmussen has her team 1 strike away from advancing to play in tomorrow's game against the loser of the Beaver Parowan game. So 2 strikes, no balls. And she will go down swinging as the 3rd out goes, and Altamont will come back after scoring 8 runs in the 5th inning to come back after trailing Piute 9-6. Piute, as noted, a 1A school playing in the 2A ranks. What a fantastic job they have done in the 2018 state tournament. They will be eliminated, and Altamont will advance, like I said, to play the winner of Beaver and Parowan tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Millard getting defeated by Duchesne a few minutes ago, and they will advance to play the loser of the Enterprise Gunnison game. That game also at 4 o'clock. So tomorrow what you can expect is at 2 o'clock. Excuse me, let me go back here. At 2 o'clock, Gunnison and Enterprise will face off as they're in the quarterfinals. Beaver and Parowan will face off in the quarterfinals as well.